All right, I got some cool movies here to show you. Um, all these were pre-orders. I will usually do my comics haul, then my movie haul in in the same video pre-orders. But it didn't work out that way because all my stuff arrived late. So we'll get into this stuff right now. Let's start with the A24 title I picked up. I pre-ordered this one off of A24's website. If I had legs, I'd kick you. Funny story about this movie. If you don't know, I'm an amputee. I have one leg, right? I had no idea that what this movie was. Didn't play anywhere near me. Never saw any advertising for this movie. Still have no clue what this movie is. But I got sent advertising for it, and I was like, do they know that I'm missing a leg? And they probably didn't, but I thought that was funny. I'm excited to check this movie out. This is just a Blu-ray, no 4K with this one. It's kind of weird which ones A24 decides to do Blu-rays for and which ones they decide to do 4Ks for, but you know, they actually have two more on their website titles that they put up for pre-order. The Drama and Pillion. I need to pre-order both those, but I'm waiting to have the money for that. So, and those don't come out until July, so I still got time, you know. Um, and then I got that's it. I'm excited to watch that. I'm gonna try and watch that this week. All right, this one's a Warner Archive title that I was very excited to get because at first when this went up for pre-order, we were not getting a Blu-ray release. It was just going to be a DVD release, and then there was enough outcry. They said, "Okay, fine, we'll do a Blu-ray release," and it was only $10 more. So we have the Looney Tunes HBO Max cartoons, the complete series. So this is actually, unlike the other Looney Tunes sets, this is 6 disc. It's all the Looney Tunes shorts, episodes underneath, listed under here. Still wish that they just had an episode guide, would be so much easier, but they don't. And so they're all here. And this is a great set to have all these. But yeah, when this went up for pre-order, a lot of fans were not happy. They said, no, we want a Blu-ray version of this, not just a DVD. And one of them said, okay, fine. You know what? You've been supporting our Blu-ray releases, and Warner Archive internal team was pushing for it, so they did the Blu-ray release, which is great. And they got it out quickly too. It wasn't like, oh, you know what? We'll get the DVD release, and then a month later we'll do the Blu-ray one. So it's great that they're doing put this out there. I'm really satisfied with that. And yeah, this is like, you know, if you didn't see my video I have about Looney Tunes cartoons, got a ton of these. I've actually been watching a lot of Looney Tunes cartoons recently, so this is great to have to add to that collection. I took a break from watching Looney Tunes cartoons, but I need to get back into it. So really happy with this. And what's also great is that they removed a shit ton of, if not all these cartoons from HBO Max, so you can't even view them on Warner Brothers streaming service, but now you can own them all physically, because that's always great. Last one thing I wanted to show off here is a movie that I'm going to be honest, was not thrilled about. Um, Honestly, I will tell you this. I loved Avatar 2, okay? I did not like Avatar 3, okay? And so I was very hyped for Avatar 3 when it came out. And I thought I was going to end up seeing it multiple times, like Avatar 2, and didn't happen. And I went to go see it finally a second time, weeks later, and this movie got so much worse on rewatch for me. Where Avatar 2, The Way of Water, got better and better. And so, yeah, I got Avatar Fire and Ash. I am not, I was like, man, I can finally rewatch it. And then I was like, do I even want to rewatch it? I do. I really do, because maybe I was in a bad mood when I tried to watch it. But I think I'm going to be able to watch this again and have a good time. The 4K is It went down to $25 by the way on Amazon right now at the time I'm recording this video. So definitely snag it if you don't have it, I guess. But I don't know, this movie, what a mess of a movie. There's just no tension in this movie to me, right? Because once you see that Corch has Jake in his hands and then they just decide to ditch each other and go separate directions, what's the actual conflict of this movie anymore? You know, it just feels ridiculous. And James Gunn is really, or not James Gunn, James Cameron is being really self indulgent. Now, he's one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, so him being self indulgent does mean you get some cool shit out of that, but it also means you get a lot of like, yikes, this movie ain't that good. I'm curious to see if they'll do what they did with the other Avatar movies, which is they put out a slipcover version like this on 4K, and then they later did those big fancy collector's editions. I don't think they will because this movie didn't do great at the box office compared to the other ones. It didn't bomb, but it didn't do great. And Avatar, for the franchise seems to be at a downward spiral right now. So, which I can't blame them because this movie was not that good. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I really, I love the slipcover. It looks nice. I'm excited to rewatch it. But yeah, and also with Disney and their physical media department, I don't know if we're gonna get the collector's edition of Avatar later on, right? I don't see that happening. I also think part of the collector's edition thing that went on with the other Avatar movies is those movies had the first one had probably had a fork in the works for years, and so they had a little more time to prep a nice collector's edition. But yeah, I don't know. But this is yeah, that's everything I got. Probably a lot more haul videos coming. I got birthday presents, new pre-orders coming in all the time. So just subscribe if you like that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm really happy with the stuff I got. Got some really good stuff this week. So let me know your thoughts.